So once you've sewn your rickrack or ribbon or embellishments along your hemline or wherever you would like to put it, or even some fancy applique, it is now time to thread the elastic through the neckline. And so you'll need to just check the elastic cutting chart and your child's measurements and cut your elastic to the correct length. And we are just going to thread it through our little hole that we left when we were doing that neckline. Now I'm just going to be using a safety pin to thread it through. However, a bobby pin is a great tool to thread through elastic, as it won't bend like a bobby pin, and you just simply need to put a small hole into the end of your elastic and pop the bobby pin in. I can't locate my bobby pin, it has gone missing, so I'm just going to use my safety pin to thread it through. So once you've threaded your elastic through the neckline, you can trim the elastic to the size that you would like. If your child is available, just try it on them and just double check how wide you might not like that neckline. That's a personal preference call. Otherwise you can always just overlap 1/2 inch over your elastic of the suggested size if you should choose to, but it's always best to double check, if possible, the sizing on your model. So just put your stitch to zigzag and make a zigzag stitch over that adjoining elastic, and just go back and forth a couple of times. And so once you've stitched your elastic together, just trim your threads, trim your elastic, you can adjust your neckline around, and then just seal up your hole that you left to put your elastic through. Don't forget to change your stitch back to straight stitch as opposed to zigzag. It's never a good look having a great big zigzag halfway around your neckline. Just make sure you stretch out your neckline so that that neckline isn't bunched. Now you've got your elastic in there. Neckline complete. And if you're choosing to put elastic into your sleeves, now is the time to also do that. So I've finished adding elastic to my sleeves, and I've just completed that in exactly the same way as the neckline. And you can leave that out, or you can add the elastic. It just adds a nice little bubble effect to the sleeves, whether it's long or short. Now, if you do not wish to add the bow to the top of the neckline, your blouse is now complete. Otherwise, if you wish to add that nice little bow to your neckline, you can do so now. Now, what I've done is I've cut a ribbon 21 inches in length, but this is a judgment call that you will need to make on your own blouse, and depending on the size and how long you'd like the tail of the ribbon to be, it's completely up to you, and this is completely optional. Now, I recommend just stretching your neckline right out and getting it nice and even so that you can see where your bow is going to sit when it's being worn. So you just need to make sure it's nice and even around the neckline. And I found the center of my ribbon, and I'm going to pin it right near the top. Okay, I'm happy with that spot, so I'm just going to go ahead and pin that, and I'm just going to run a line of straight stitching along where I've pinned the ribbon on. And just make sure you pull out the neckline flat so that you do not sew over any gathers, and make sure that you're not running over the back of your neckline as well while you're doing this. And be careful to put in your stay stitches at the beginning and end. So now I've sewn on my ribbon, and I'll just trim off my excess loose threads, and I'll tie this ribbon up. And my blouse is now done and ready to be worn. Hi there sewers, and you should have completed your Olivia top now, and it should look similar to what my lovely little model is wearing here. Remember that this pattern is available from the Mummykins and Me website, and it's available in sizes newborn to 12 years. Thank you for sewing along with me today, and I hope you'll join us next time. Bye for now.